I drew this one over a canvas of one that I didn't really love. It was one that I'd previously done that just had sort of like three rivers coming down and lots of different symbols. And I did this one with the intent of John 6.35. And it's really interesting because this figure that is similar to like a bird, but also a rabbit has come up again. And also this sort of idea of it either kissing or looking very closely at what either looks like a wave or a nut or something of some kind, and it's got sort of like a loop, like a ladle inside. Inside this actual like seated rabbit, there's sort of like a figure here, which I'm not quite sure what that looks like. It does look like a creature, and it's sort of like reaching out his hand there, and it's sort of emerging from a wave. Up here, there's another, it's almost like there's a snake coming up that's sort of got loads of energy coming off that's inside. Off to the side is like a swimming frog, and then there's some other, what looks like birds flying up here. Over to this side is like a hooded figure looking into a lake, and this looks a bit like a lotus leaf or an apple. And then there's other figures sort of swirling around here, including what look a bit like sprites peeking through. Up inside this sort of wave up here, there's a bird, and then there's sort of like a figure here looking down. So I haven't really looked into the symbolism of, I've looked at the hare or rabbit before, but I will look at that more closely again later, and probably later in the week think about writing something in response.